The level 102 target can be autoed for 38 minutes repair, at least with my build, which I will show you at the end of this video. But I want to show you driving this target for as low repair as I can get, aka instant. Hey everyone, Derpy here, and welcome back to another Battle Pirates video. Let's go ahead and get started with the 102. I hope you did watch the 103 video first. If not, go ahead and pause this video, watch that, and come back, because I will reference a lot of the techniques I talked about in this one for getting this target for instant, which can be pretty helpful. Okay, the first one of these is to use the parked lurkers right here to splash off of this guy onto the incoming Ronin, which is circling around this. This can be pretty tricky. It's not going to work every time, especially not if you have just one lurker and one Ronin. It does work a little better in the cases where you have two lurkers and one Ronin, more chances to splash onto this guy. That being said, I will save some time of this Ronin shooting at me if I can start shooting at the lurker right here. Now when I get to the Ronin, he has less time actually firing at me. He's in range of me and alive for less time. A similar technique could be used for the subjugators. Those don't really do enough damage. I'm not too worried about it. So we're just going to kind of ignore those guys. They actually get dead pretty quickly. Okay, here's the next Ronin. He is a little bit over some of these lurkers, moving close to me. Probably a little bit too far away to actually do damage with the first one. With the second one, I will come back around later and get him that way. Now, I did mention that there are some of these three ships in here. We have two torpedo ships, one rocket ship. These guys are really not that bad. If possible, stay moving to avoid damage from the rockets, and you won't take too much damage from the torpedoes. Actually, no damage from the torpedoes. Here's another Ronin ship. See if we can't get any damage off the lurker on here. Stay moving if possible, although you're not always going to be able to do that because the Ronins have really, really long range and the lurkers have very, very short range, which you really want to make sure you're not hit by. The mortars that they shoot out are not counterable, which can hurt a ton if you get hit by those guys. Not the best job killing that particular pairing, but it worked and we haven't taken too much damage. The 5 ships in the center of the target, you're not going to take any damage from the mortar ships. You might take some damage crossing the ring on that guy. We'll try and do it quickly when he's going the opposite direction from us so we can sneak around in the back. It's always best to go that way on these guys. Again, the mortar ships, no damage if you have gales on and following my build, which is linked in my build stock. It's actually the same one from my build video 2 months ago, which I can say now because we are in a 3-month raid cycle. Again, take out the mortar ships, stay away from the mines and all that stuff. I'm not really using them too much in this target. Now, the trick for the center ship is he's going to end up coming towards me. I don't want him charging towards me. I'm much too likely to get hit. Looks like I got hit by the mine there. Much too likely to actually get damaged if I go from the center ship. Instead, what I'm going to do is, like I said, sneak around behind him, and that should avoid most of the damage from this, because I don't want him to turn around. There's some rockets that is guaranteed damage. I don't want him to stop right now, turn around. Instead, I want to sneak up on him and stay outside of his inner weapon, which has a pretty high range. You'll see it if you get too close, the firing arc pops up. Okay, for the very last lurker and combination of Ronin, we'll try and go from the Ronin side next time this guy comes around. We'll sneak through the mines down here, hit the lurker, and see if I can't get some damage onto this guy when he's out of range. I'll get pretty close, and then when the Ronin is looping back around and is close, but not close enough, it will shoot at me when I move forward, maybe right about now, get some damage onto that guy. That's enough that I'm trying to be in range of him for less time. There's a lot in this target, and to be perfectly honest, I'm not going to drive them in the future after this. I'm just going to auto it for 38 minutes repair, maybe slightly less when I get one ship up to X1. Damage is 42% resisted from concussive and 50% resisted from explosive, 43, 51, combining the two important stats there. So that tells you that it's pretty even damage. Repair time is 23 minutes. This is with a steelhead. Without a steelhead, this would be slightly over, but it's a one-star steelhead. It's pretty easy to roll. Here's the build. The flagship has a few legendary weapons and such. It's a U3. Second ship, this is a Gale ship at U3. Ideally, I would take off the weapons from this guy, put them on the flag, but I can't really be bothered enough to do that. A anti-mortar or anti-cormorant. This is a cormorant ship right here, anti-torpedo. That one's also at U3. Damage ship at U3, the one is actually missing the heavy armor. I need to add that. Just didn't quite have an extra 13 hours to do that refit. and the last one is the same damage ship there. If you want the build for these, you can check my build stock below. I don't always update that with the limited weapons and such when will come out, but I will put on the best ones that I have and encourage you to do so as well. There's the target video. If you have questions, go ahead and let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll do my best to get back to you. With that said, I want to give a huge thank you to the members whose names appear on the end screen now. They're helping make videos like this one coming out on the first day of the raid possible. And until next time, this is going to be Derpy signing out, helping you be a better pirate.